We're still giving out free flu shots at the health district, and we now have the new vaccine for 6 months and up. So we did 1,000 people. The clinic saw 1,000 people last month, which was huge because there were times, you know.
Okay, can we reconvene the committee of the whole, please? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Led in by Leisha. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Can we recall the roll call, please?
Lennon.
Here.
Boywood.
Here.
Leisha.
Here.
Bate.
Here.
Pabon.
Here.
Ruiz.
Here.
Aaronella.
Here.
Carmichael.
Here.
8 present, Mayor.
Okay, so Business Licensing Officer Anthony Perry and myself have been approached by a couple of businesses with respect to the new law that Illinois has from the Liquor Commissioner regarding the sale and delivery of to-go mixed drinks cocktails. While the state is allowing a lot of different things, we are allowed to we can be more stringent with respect to what we might allow. We thought we'd bring it to the committee of the whole to see if we're interested in doing this. One of the things that we thought would be advantageous to our businesses is to allow them to sell to-go cocktails, but only in the manufacturer's bottle. Not something that they drank there and that they put a cap on it and take away. Only if it's sold within the manufacturer's bottle, which one or two businesses are thinking about doing that in their manufacturer's bottle, which would be okay because it's got to be sealed according to state law. We would have to put that all in our ordinance, and it can't be obviously with a straw hole or anything like that. So it's got to be sealed and that. We thought that that might be an idea. That's what one of the places was actually interested in. The secondary item that we thought that you might want to consider is, I don't know how many of you might have gone to a restaurant and you ordered a bottle of wine, and the bottle of wine is unfinished, and you paid for the whole bottle. So you can seal the bottle, according to the state, they've got to mark the initials and the date. You can seal the bottle, and you can take that with you since you already paid for the bottle. But that bottle cannot be in direct reach of the driver. It has to be like in the trunk, if there's no trunk, and far enough away. We thought that might be another idea. Other than that, nothing else in the law interested us, but we wanted to hear your guys' opinion before we decide to refer to legal to determine, to write something up into our ordinance. Anybody have any, hopefully you all got a chance to read what they put out there. Again, reading the statute itself, which is on the last page, is a little more complicated, but their 2-page synopsis is probably the easiest thing to read.
So would we charge an additional fee for these establishments to be able to do this?
Yes, based on our licensing, there's no license that fully qualifies for this. It's not a packaged goods license, so they would have to buy an additional license. So,
Okay.
correct. And again, our licenses are based on square footage and stuff too, so those prices would vary based on the square footage.
Okay.
Tony, what was the one business that we talked to? What would their additional license be?
The one business was the M Lounge, or P Lounge from Perception Lounge there on Windsor Avenue. She is actually manufacturing her own bottle to put a cocktail and or wine in. She has already paid an additional $1,300 on top of her regular liquor license, which she has one of the most expensive ones because of the entertainment that she has as well as the square footage. So right now she's paying just about close to $5,000 for her liquor license. If, again, we move forward, as the mayor has said, these retail ones which are considered an A1 retail liquor license vary anywhere from $1,300 to $1,900.
So the 5,000, that's an annual fee?
Correct.
Yeah, their licensing fee is annual, correct.
The liquor licenses run from October 1st to September 30th.
And to further the idea about the bottle of wine that you buy, I would suggest that we think about what limitations we put on it. I don't know that we would want to do it for just a regular bar. I would think we would consider that for a restaurant as opposed to somebody that goes into a bar where they serve table service with a bottle. I don't think we should consider that. I think we should consider it only for restaurants. I don't know if any of you have been in restaurants. We go to restaurants in Wisconsin, they do it all over Wisconsin. And it has to be sealed and marked and the whole shot. So, but that's only my suggestion, so. Anybody else have anything?
I'm just trying to imagine these sealed containers or bottles for places like La Para or La Lupita, these smaller establishments. So they would have to figure out how they would manufacture something for
No, they
to-go
would probably get it
beverages?
from their distributors. So, like he talked about the place, she's got a distributor that's doing that manufacturing for her. She's not making her own bottles.
Okay.
She's got her distributor or a company that's making the bottles and packaging the liquor. So they would have to deal with their distributors about getting the packaged liquor, cocktail to go. But again, it would have to be in the original manufacturer's container. And the specs are pretty much set forward on this, by the state law. So that's the only place I think that it could, because any bar has to buy their liquor through a distributor anyways. So,
And Mayor, isn't it correct that during COVID, restaurants were able to provide mixed drinks and things
Yep.
in
correct, we
containers?
did allow it during COVID.
Yeah.
And this would be pretty similar. The only thing was, we didn't necessarily insist it was in the manufacturer's bottle then.
Right.
We allowed them to mix the cocktail there and deliver it or to go. This would be a little stricter, in that it's gotta be in a manufacturer's sealed bottle.
So when you say the manufacturer sealed bottle, does that mean, like, if a restaurant makes margaritas, like, in-house or whatever, do they have to, like, make it and then ship it to the distributor who bottles it and then sends it back? Is that how they would be able to sell it to go?
Well, more than likely, as I said, they probably buy that mixed cocktail from their distributor and then just sell it to go. If they're gonna make their own, there's no way, I mean, the state law allows them to do it. I'm saying that, I don't know that we should allow that. We don't have to. I'm saying if you buy it from your distributor as a already pre-mixed cocktail, and it's in their manufacturer's sealed container, that we should look into that. That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
that's why I specifically named those two, because they make their cocktails on site. They're not pre-mixed cocktails, especially La Para has very unique cocktails that they concoct themselves. They don't use any
I mean, if you
distributor
want to
to do
extend
that.
it, the state law does allow that, so if you guys wanted to extend it, we're open for it. We just came up with our suggestions, that's all.
So when you go to, Bravo's, right now they have some kind of margaritas and sangrias, and they're prepackaged, ready to go. So I don't know if that's.
As long as it's done according to what the state law allows, we would have to then bring that same language into our ordinance that allows it.
Well, with the Lalos example, if they bottled that in-house, would that be permitted under the recommendation or no?
Underneath the state law it would be.
It would be.
What we're saying is if you want that, we would have to put that in our ordinance,
Okay.
if that's something you guys want to consider.
Do you know, on average, Tony, what those fees would be for any of the restaurants that would want to take advantage of this new option?
Thus far, the mayor and I only discussed the retail or to-go license fee, which again is anywhere from $1,315 to $1,900, again, based on your type of business.
Do we know approximately how many businesses are currently functioning?
We've only
with
been
this?
approached by a couple right now, so I don't know how many are still functioning according to what we allowed during COVID.
Yeah.
We haven't had any police reports that they're still functioning according to what we allowed during COVID.
Okay.
Would we think about putting a limit, maybe at first, on how many establishments we allow, and then expand that as we move forward?
We most certainly
That might be
could.
something we look at.
We are open to suggestions.
Yep.
We just have to draft it according to what you guys prefer. And to me, it doesn't matter one way or the other. The only really thing that, I don't drink wine, but the only thing that I like is how you go to a restaurant and you buy a bottle, and instead of leaving half a bottle there, you're allowed to seal it and bring it home.
Sure.
They have plastic, or cork it back, or whatever it might be, but that's only, what I've seen. Marge, what did you say?
She's saying what I said.
Who leaves
Yeah.
half a bottle of wine?
Marge only orders unless it's gonna be
I don't
finished.
understand the
Well,
problem.
you know,
Polished
there's,
while she's there.
there's a lot of restaurants you go
Finishes
to
the
where
job.
they only serve the type of wine you want in a bottle.
I
So you have to buy the
understand.
bottle. It's crazy. But again, when it comes to something like that, I would suggest that we limit that to restaurants that do that, as
Well-
opposed to a bar.
I think that more will join in because I know during COVID, it was Lalo's, it was Guadalajara's.
I know
quite a-
Lupita,
we're
Lupita
doing
did it.
La Lupita, yeah.
Quite a few
So,
places did during
yes.
COVID, correct.
The interesting thing though was that people were ordering dinners
Right.
and then going home.
Mm-hmm, right.
And then, you know,
Having
the
a
only
dinner and a cocktail.
thing that you would worry about is consuming them in the car
Right.
outside the restaurant,
Yeah, I mean,
then driving.
the law has to state basically that if it's unsealed, like the bottle of wine, it would have to be outside the presence or direction of the driver, and it has to be in the trunk. If they don't have a trunk, then it's got to be the furthest point away. I think the state law provides that already. So we'd have to do that probably with all, especially like if one of the bars did a cocktail, we'd have to do that same restriction.
Not that I really am an expert at this, but I do know that Benny's sells several single-serve cocktails and wine bottles and things. So it's not an unusual thing to.
Right,
But those
Right,
are all
'cause-
pre-manufactured, they're not, yeah.
right.
You can get it at the liquor store.
Anybody else have anything else to suggest, or?
Do these have to go together, or, I mean, I don't mind the wine thing, the single-serve cocktails at 3 in the morning, no way,
Well,
no way.
we could also put a
I've
cutoff
seen enough
on.
stuff on the street here, I don't need to see.
No, we could put a cutoff on the time limit for the to-goes also. You could put a time limit on it.
How do you manage, how do you?
Well,
you
it's gonna be the same thing
enforce
like
that?
you're-
You-
like
You
you're
really
going to-
can't.
It's
You
gonna be the
allow
same
it or
thing
you
like-
don't allow it, you know,
It's
it's
gonna
as
be the
simple
same
as
thing
that.
like any other.
So, but I've been to restaurants where they tap it, they seal it, everything with the wine, you know,
Yeah.
that's cool. But cocktails to go, no.
Bob, I don't think we have any restaurants that are open till 3 AM. What's our latest? 12, maybe?
Well, I thought you were talking bars too, Mayor.
No, he's talking restaurants only, correct?
Well, he's
For the
talking
wine,
Perception,
the
which is
bars.
open till
Oh,
3 in
for
the morning.
wine.
Right,
He's talking Perception, 3 in the morning.
right.
Well, I would agree with Bob. If someone's walking out of Perceptions at 2 in the morning and says, give me 2 cocktails to
Go,
go,
no way,
those
no
things
way.
are being drank as he's
Right.
driving down the street.
Yes,
Would be my bet.
100%.
So we could look at a timeline on that to see if there's a cutoff at midnight or 11 or whatever.
But how do
it
we
may be.
police that?
But if you're saying restaurants only, how is Perception, it's not really a restaurant.
I
say
said restaurants for the wine. I suggested restaurants only for the wine. I didn't say that for the cocktails.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Because
I-
the cocktails would be already sealed as they're going out. The wines have drinks, so you're saying like.
It's like
you know,
going to a
restaurant-
7-Eleven and buying packaged liquor.
Right.
I agree with Alderman Fate. I think Perceptions is considered a bar in my eyes, and I think anybody that's leaving there is typically always, not typically, but typically under the influence already before they leave, and then having to take some with them. I don't know. I mean, they're not a troubled establishment. I
No,
don't
it's not
think
a
we have
trouble
lot of
establishment, but I
issues.
just don't think it's a good precedent to have a, 3 in the morning, hey, give me 2 cocktails to go. No way, at a bar, no
Yeah,
way.
But then the other argument is 16th Street Liquors has a bar in the back. You can walk out to the front of the liquor store and then walk out with a six-pack.
With
Drunk
packaged
as
goods,
fuck.
yeah,
Exactly.
correct.
So you're
Right.
doing the same thing out of a.
You could do that at the, what's the one on Cermak Road?
But let them go to a packaged liquor's good to get their goods.
The one on Cermak Road. Ernie used to own it.
Oh. it's,
Family Liquors. It was
open
Family Liquors.
Right.
For old time's sake.
That's the same thing. Friendly Tap is the same thing.
Yep.
Again, the thing with Perception, she pretty much guaranteed us that it wouldn't be something that would be available for the driver or passenger to get it. It's supposed to be in this manufactured, sealed bag per se. You can only open it with something that you would have at home. That's
Yeah, I
how
know.
it was presented to the mayor and myself.
I would put a time cap.
You could do a timeline. You could also,
Hold the
another
owners
suggestion,
accountable.
and again, I'm only coming up with suggestions, is that if in fact, they're customers at your at your bar that they're not allowed to buy it to go. We could do it for deliveries, if they want to do deliveries. Most of these places probably won't. I'm just bringing up ideas.
Right. Well, it's a lot to chew on, Mayor. When did you want some feedback?
I'm fine. I didn't expect to have an answer tonight. We've got a lot of ideas, so if you guys can get back to me or Tony in the next couple of weeks, this way we know which way you're looking at it. We'll draft something then, and we'll put it back on council. We'll go from there. Timelines, I think,
Liquor
are...
licenses are what, September?
Pardon?
September renewals?
September 1st is the...
Renewals, right, yes, correct. So, but you want it before then, correct?
Yeah, only because, again, most people are looking at the state law and they think they can do it. And I want to make sure that we have an ordinance that either says yay or nay,
Okay,
because the state law is in effect.
correct.
So you want us to give you feedback within the next couple of weeks, and then you'll bring it back to us?
Right.
Alderman Fate, if I may, just keep in mind that the 22/23 licenses are already out there.
Well, correct, that's a business license, I'm talking
No, that's
liquor
the
license. Well, yeah, they're already out there, correct. Yeah, but renewal is the 1st of September.
That would be for 23/23.
Correct, correct. But we'd have to add this to the license if they want it. Correct.
Correct. It would be, we're thinking we have to do a separate license in addition to the regular license.
So then would there be outreach to every business, letting them know that we have codified this a certain way and this is how to follow that?
Yeah, we would send a copy of the new ordinance to the certain businesses. Tony has the list of everybody who has the liquor licenses.
Okay.
So if we do nothing, then just this goes into effect?
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Technically, this is in effect.
Right now?
Right.
Okay.
And I'm afraid of, people can say, well, under state law, I can do it, but we don't have anything that says you can't.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying we need to kind of look at it.
So we need to just add this either way to our ordinance.
Yes. But again, it's quite plain that we can be more restrictive than what the state is allowing. It's in the bold print on the back of this page. So email me or Tony your ideas, and we'll try and put something together with the consensus, and we'll go from there.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Okay.
that's all I have for open. Tony, did you have anything else on this?
Wait, I have one more question on this. This
Yes.
says that the authority to sell mixed drink single servings of wine is scheduled to expire on January 3rd, 2024. Does that mean that this would only be for the next year that we're looking at this?
I would say that more than likely, they're going to extend that,
Yeah,
because that's again, 2 years away, but I'm gonna say they're gonna extend it.
okay. Well, it's like one
I
year.
think what they did was,
They like kept extending it as like conditions where,
as part of the COVID.
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Right. And we can confirm with the Illinois Liquor Control Commission if they think the thoughts are they're gonna extend it or not, so we can get back to you with that stuff. Okay? I have nothing else for open, so we'll see you at 8 o'clock.
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
7:20.
How are you guys doing? I haven't seen you forever.
Robert?
I'm a little bit over it now, but
We're ready.
we'll do that after. I try to-
Did you walk up to the mountain, see the bush, and come back? Yeah. There's like grace. That's hopeful thinking.
In a minute. Yes, I'm ready. Yes.
Clerk Paul, can we call the council meeting to order, please?
Lennon.
Here.
Boywood.
Here.
Leisure.
Here.
Fate.
Here.
Pabon.
Here.
Ruiz.
Here.
Aranella.
Here.
Carmichael.
Here.
8 present, Mayor.
Can we all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and please remain standing? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If we could please keep in our thoughts and prayers the family of Robert Frank Lux, who is the father of our IT specialist, Kevin Lux, and also all the men and women we have on the street tonight. Thank you. If anybody wishes to address the open forum, please step forward to the podium, state your name and address. Anybody from the audience? Alderman, anything for open forum?
Yes, Mayor. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a tax appeal event from 6 to 7 p.m. with Township Assessor Jackie Pareda at the Berwyn Police Department Community Room.
Okay, anybody else, Alderman? Okay, hearing none. Item C1, please.
Item C1 are the minutes of the Committee of the Whole and regular meeting of November 22nd, 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve the Committee of the Whole and regular City Council meeting minutes of November 22nd.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Fate to approve the Committee of the Whole and regular council minutes of November 22nd. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item F1, please.
Item F1 is a communication from the mayor regarding a resignation and appointment of a member of the Berwyn Library Board.
I'll make a motion to concur with Mayor Lavero's appointment of Bridget Buckley to the Library Board and thank Emily Diebold for her time and commitment while on the Library Board.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Fate to thank Emily Diebold for her time on the Library Board and concur with the appointment of Bridget Buckley to the Library Board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Bridget, would you come up, please?
Please raise your right hand. Do you, Bridget Buckley, having been appointed to the Library Board in the City of Berwyn and the County of Cook aforesaid, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, support the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and faithfully discharge the duties of your office for the City of Berwyn Library Board according to the best of your abilities? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bridget. Item I1, please.
I1 is a communication from Alderman Pabon regarding an alley cleanup program.
Yeah, I would like to make a motion to refer the alley cleanup program to the Public Works Committee. This is an idea that came up in the ad hoc rat abatement committee, and we just wanted to refer it.
Second.
Motion by Pabon, second by Carmichael to refer to the Public Works Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item I2, please.
Item I2 is a communication from Alderman Aaronella, the Administration Committee minutes of November 29th, 2022.
I'd like to motion to have the administrative minutes as informational.
Second.
Motion by Aaronella, seconded by Ruiz, to consider the minutes as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J1, please.
Item J1 is a communication from Police Chief Samaglia presenting an Outstanding Citizen Award to Bianca Mendez Torres. On October 31st, 2022, Ms. Mendez Torres was in her yard when she observed a male subject break and enter into her neighbor's residence. Ms. Mendez Torres called 911 and reported the burglary in progress to the police. Ms. Mendez Torres then proceeded to watch and wait for police to arrive on the scene while updating the dispatcher with her observations. Police apprehended one offender who was positively identified by Ms. Mendez Torres as the individual entering the neighbor's residence. Upon identifying the offender, it was learned that the offender had a lengthy criminal history involving thefts and burglaries from several different states, had an outstanding fugitive warrant from the state of New York, and was a convicted and deported felon. Because of Ms. Mendez Torres' actions and willingness to assist the police, a dangerous habitual criminal was removed from our streets of Berwyn, thereby making the community safer for all of our Berwyn residents.
I will make a motion to accept this communication as informational, present this Citizens Award to Bianca Mendez Torres for her quick action in assisting the Berwyn Police with the burglary on her block.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Leisure, to present the Outstanding Citizen Award to Bianca Mendez Torres and thank her for her actions in preventing the burglary on her block and assisting the police. Deputy Chief Papa, you are here to present. Do I have a motion by Lennon, seconded by Leisure? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Bianca?
No.
Bianca, the City of Berwyn, and the Police Department, thank you very much for your actions. Thank you. Item J2, please.
Item J2 is a communication from Chief Samaglia regarding Certificate of Achievement Awards. There are over 25,000 police officers working throughout the entire state of Illinois. Several thousand police officers are members of the Illinois Tactical Officers Association. Within the NTOA, there are 123 Master Tactical Patrol Officers within the state. The Master Tactical Patrol Officers consist of police officers who have demonstrated proficiency in several skill sets and who have successfully completed and become certified instructors. The Master Tactical Officer certification initially began with Berwyn Police Sergeant Ricky Smith, who was one of the initial master instructors. On November 29, 2022, the Illinois Tactical Officers Association certified 2 additional Berwyn police officers as Master Tactical Patrol Officer instructors, Officer Ronald T. Petticone and Officer Ross Fala. To obtain these certifications, the officers had to complete all 8 of the Tactical Patrol Officers courses and all 8 of the Tactical Officer Patrol Instructor courses. This is a great honor to know that out of over 25,000 police officers throughout the state of Illinois, there are only 123 patrol officers who hold the Master Tactical Patrol Officer certification, and 3 of the 123 are working as Berwyn police officers. This is an outstanding achievement for these officers who have taken their training to the highest achievable level. It is an honor to know that we have City of Berwyn police officers who have the skill set to train and instruct our officers and to serve the great citizens of our community and allow us to take advantage of this skill set and training.
I move that we concur with Police Chief Michael Samaglia's awarding of the Certificate of Achievement to these fine officers.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon, to concur with Chief Smaglia and award the Certificate of Achievement to the fine officers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. If I could have Deputy Chief as well as Ricky Smith, officer, to come up and present those certificates to Officer Petticone and Officer Fela. Thank you, gentlemen. I just have one question. Is a beard required for that certificate? Item J3, please.
J3 is a communication from Chief Smaglia, a request to hire one probationary police officer.
I move that we concur with Police Chief Michael Samaglia's request to contact the Fire and Police Commission to hire one probationary lateral police officer from the current lateral eligibility pool of candidates.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon, to concur with Chief Smaglia, allow him to contact the police and fire commissioners to hire one probationary lateral police officer from the current lateral eligibility list due to the resignation of Officer Giovanni Behina. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J4, please.
J4 is a communication from the police chief regarding animal control vehicle engine replacement.
I move that we concur with Police Chief Michael Samaglia's request to purchase a replacement engine for the current animal control vehicle from the lowest of three bidders, Ziegler Ford, for a total cost of $5,565.76.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon, to concur with Chief Smaglia and allow the purchase of the motor for the animal control vehicle from Ziegler Ford, the lowest bidder, in the amount of $5,565.76. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Boywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Marinella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J5, please.
J5 is a communication from Chief Smaglia with a ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Amending Chapter 426 of the Codified Ordinances of Berwyn Regarding Vehicle Seizure and Impoundment for the City of Berwyn, County of Cook, State of Illinois."
Mayor, I had a question on this one.
Yes, sir.
What was the purpose for the change?
To conform with the surrounding communities, the original fee that we've used is $500. They're raising it to $750. Basically, that's what's going around in the western Cook County area, $750.
I move that we concur with Berwyn Police Chief Samaglia's request to amend City Ordinance 426.04 governing vehicle seizure and impoundment. Approve the amended ordinance, direct the corporate authorities to affix the necessary signatures, and place it on its way to passage.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon, to concur with the amended ordinance, fix the necessary signatures, and place on its way to passage. All those in favor, and the call of the roll.
Lennon.
Aye.
Roywood.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Nay.
Ruiz.
Aye.
Aaronella.
Aye.
Carmichael.
No.
6 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J6, please.
I move that we, oh,
J6 is the communication from Fire Chief Hayes requesting permission to hire the next 5 firefighters, paramedics.
I move that we concur with Fire Chief Hayes' request to contact the Fire and Police Commission to hire the next 5 qualified candidates on the fire paramedic eligibility list due to the retirements of Carl Rihanna and Joseph Lotito and the promotion of Robert Pilcher, as well as the 2 previously unfilled vacancies.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon to concur with Chief Hayes. Allow him to contact the Police and Fire Commission to hire the next 5 qualified candidates from the firefighter paramedic eligibility list due to the retirements and the 2 unfilled vacancies. Just as a side note, Carl Rihanna is moving on to be a chief in a community up in Sycamore, so congratulations to Carl on that. All those in favor, and call the roll. We don't need the call. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J7, please.
J7 is a communication from Chief Hayes requesting authorization to promote the next 2 qualified candidates to lieutenant.
I move that we agree with Fire Chief Hayes' request to promote Kevin Kegg and Derek Majoris to lieutenant from the lieutenant's promotional exam list.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon to authorize Chief Hayes to contact the Police and Fire Commissioner to promote the next 2 qualified candidates from lieutenant's eligibility list. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. We don't need to vote on those promotions. It's strictly the Police and Fire Commission's responsibility to actually do the promotions, not ours. Item J8, please.
J8 is a communication from Chief Hayes requesting permission to promote the next 2 qualified engineer candidates.
I move that we concur with Berwyn Fire Chief Hayes' request to promote the next 2 qualified engineer candidates, Kevin Cooper and Mark Angelo.
Second.
Did you finish, Rich?
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon to concur with Chief Hayes, allow the promotion of the next 2 qualified engineer candidates from the seniority list, Kevin Cooper and Mark Agnello. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J9, please.
J9 is a communication from Chief Hayes seeking authorization for battalion chief appointment.
I move that we concur with Chief Thomas Hayes' request to appoint Michael Lyons to battalion chief due to the retirement of Carl Rihanna.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon to concur with Chief Hayes' request to appoint Michael Lyons to battalion chief due to the retirement of Carl Rihanna. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J10, please.
J10 is a communication from Chief Hayes seeking authorization for division chief appointment.
I move that we concur with Berwyn Fire Chief Thomas Hayes' request to appoint Robert Pilch to division chief.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Lennon to concur with Chief Hayes and allow the appointment of Robert Pilch to the division chief position. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J11.
J11 is a communication from Finance Director Daesh regarding an ordinance amending Chapter 1048 of the Codified Ordinances of Berwyn regarding the imposition of water and sewer rates for the City of Berwyn, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
I motion that we concur with Director Daish's recommendation to approve the accompanying ordinances for ordinance for religious, educational, and park district sewer rates to be billed appropriately for 2023 to 2027. Fix the necessary signatures and send it on its way to passage.
Second.
Motion by Ruiz, seconded by Aaronella to concur with Finance Director Daish, adopt the amended ordinance which provides for religious, educational, and park district sewer rates so they're billed properly for the 23 to 27 time period. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Lennon.
Aye.
Roywood.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J12, please.
J12 is a communication from Director Daish with an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Levying Taxes for General Corporate and Special Purposes for the Tax Year 2022 Fiscal Year beginning January 1, 2023 and ending December 31st, 2023 for the City of Berwyn, Cook County, Illinois."
I will make the motion to adopt the ordinance for the 2022 property tax levy payable into 2023 for $36,381,911.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Carmichael, to concur with Finance Director Daish and adopt the ordinance levying taxes for the tax year 2022 in the amount of $36,381,911. Affix the necessary signatures, placed on its way to passage. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Roywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J13, please.
J13 is a communication from City Administrator Siaba Green regarding renewal of excess workers' compensation insurance.
Be my motion to concur with Director Green and execute a contract for excess workers' comp insurance with Safety National at a premium of $170,638, SRI of $1 million.
Second.
Motion by Fate, seconded by Lennon, to concur with City Administrator Green and allow the authorization of the execution of a contract for excess workers' compensation insurance with Safety National, the premium being $170,638 with an SIR of $1 million. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Roywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J14, please.
J14 is a communication from the City Administrator regarding renewal of general liability insurance.
Be my motion to concur with Director Green and execute a contract with Princeton for general liability insurance at a $10 million limit, SIR of $1 million, and a premium cost of $300,258.
Second.
Motion by Fate, seconded by Lennon, to concur with Administrator Green and authorize a contract with Princeton for general liability insurance at the $10 million limit with an SIR of $1 million and a premium of $300,258. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Roywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
I'm sorry, 8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. The consent agenda, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Leisure, to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Aldermanic committee meetings. Alderman Lennon.
Call it a chair.
Alderman Roywood.
Call the chair.
Alderman Leisure.
Call of the chair.
Alderman Fate.
Call the chair.
Alderman Pavone.
Call the chair.
Alderman Ruiz.
Call the chair.
Alderman Marinella.
Call the chair.
Alderman Carmichael.
Call the chair. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Carmichael, seconded by Aaronella. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Oh, that's right.
After the 27th.
You coming next
Happy
week?
holidays.
I just texted to you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I wrote it down. I always do. What number,
spaced
what
out.
number, Mark?
It was J14.
4 by 1. I always do it, I don't know why.
I spaced out.
Done that for 10 years. Ah.